doing? What you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hello, DUKU Entertainment fans. Today we're diving into the world of celebrity mysteries. You know Bey and Jay, right? Beyonce and Jay-Z, the power couple that rarely shows their cards to the public. But here's the deal, even though they're usually pretty private, some insiders are whispering that all may not be well in paradise. And get this, their alleged troubles might be linked to the complicated connections between Jay-Z and music mogul P. Diddy. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big secret? Well, rumors have been swirling that Beyonce might be quietly protecting her extensive assets. You know, with all those hit songs, endorsement deals, and Ivy Park clothing line sales, her empire is massive. So while the Carters keep up their usual cool facade, some sources claim there could be tension brewing behind closed doors. Could P. Diddy's involvement be a thorn in their relationship? Is she safeguarding her hard-earned fortune? Potentially to protect her own reputation and assets. So what's really going on? Let's break it all down.
You can be in love with someone, you can love someone and and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications.
So first things first, let's get into the meat of the matter. Jay-Z meeting with not just any attorney, but a criminal defense lawyer and a divorce lawyer. That's got people talking, and the rumors are flying faster than ever. Why would he be meeting with a defense attorney if he wasn't worried about something big going down? According to inside sources, it's all connected to his past dealings with Diddy, and now that Diddy's legal issues are blowing up, it looks like the authorities might be taking a closer look at Jay-Z too.
When you see, there's no artist, let me be clear, there's no artist in this industry that's doing major numbers with these platforms that haven't sold their soul.
For those of you who haven't been keeping up, Diddy's been facing some serious allegations recently, and it's not just your run-of-the-mill celebrity drama. We're talking about some major legal battles that involve multiple accusers. And here's where it gets interesting. Diddy and Jay-Z go way back. They've been tight for years, doing business together, showing up at each other's events, and generally moving in the same circles. But as soon as Diddy's trouble started to surface, Jay-Z seemed to distance himself, almost like it's coming, and didn't want to be caught up in the storm. Classic move, right? But according to the whispers, it may have been too late.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
Now here's where Beyonce comes into the picture. She's reportedly been laying low for a while, but that doesn't mean she's not making moves behind the scenes. Some insiders have claimed that she's been planning her exit strategy for months, possibly even longer, and that she's getting ready to leave Jay-Z. And it's not just about the emotional toll, it's all business. Beyonce's been hustling like crazy recently, dropping projects, launching new ventures, and raking in money left and right. Why? Well, the word is that she's been quietly preparing to separate herself from Jay-Z financially. Some fans think this divorce could be the ultimate power move to protect her assets before things really hit the fan.
Celebrity couple, we were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities. Like real people.
Yeah.
One fan even commented, divorce is likely a business move to protect their assets. And honestly, with someone as savvy as Beyonce, it wouldn't be surprising if she's already got her financial ducks in a row. Speaking of fans, people are already buzzing online about this potential split. It seems like everyone's got an opinion on the matter. One fan pointed out, you can't be married to a hardcore criminal for this long and don't know anything that he's doing. And that's a fair point, right? If the rumors are true, it's hard to imagine that Beyonce didn't have at least some inkling of what was going on with Jay-Z behind the scenes. They've been together for years, building an empire as a couple, but could it be that she's been quietly turning a blind eye to some of the shadier aspects of his business dealings? Or maybe she knew all along and just played her cards right to make sure she could get out clean when the time came.
All appears calm and normal until Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, lunges at her brother-in-law.
Let's not forget that this isn't the first time there's been trouble in paradise for these two. Remember when Jay-Z finally admitted to cheating on Beyonce? That was a bombshell in itself, and people thought it might be the end of their marriage back then. But somehow, they powered through. Beyonce turned that personal pain into an iconic album with Lemonade, and Jay-Z followed up with his own public apology in his music. They even went on tour together, turning their relationship drama into a money-making machine. But this feels different.
This is what I look for. When I see a success, I'm looking for anything
to say that they didn't do it on their own?
Detain it, not to say.
It's not just about infidelity anymore. This is about serious legal consequences that could not only destroy Jay-Z's reputation, but also drag Beyonce down with him if she's not careful.
What I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time.
And speaking of turning personal issues into business, you have to admire how Beyonce's been handling things. Recently, she's been on a roll with launching new products, pushing albums, and keeping herself in the public eye. Some sources say that this burst of activity is directly tied to her plans to exit the marriage. According to a well-known YouTube blogger, Beyoncé has been gearing up to leave Jay-Z for months, and part of that strategy has been building up her brand to make sure she's financially secure when the dust settles. That's why we've seen her dropping project after project. She's making sure that when she finally steps away, she's got all the leverage she needs to stay on top without Jay-Z's influence.
Still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
But here's where things get really juicy. Remember Jason Lee? He's that blogger who tried to blackmail Beyoncé by threatening to spill some major tea unless she convinced Kelly Rowland to do an interview with him. Now, people are speculating that whatever dirt he was holding over Beyoncé's head might be related to her distancing from Jay-Z. Could it be that Jason Lee knows something about Jay-Z's dealings that Beyoncé doesn't want out in the open? The timing of his threats and the divorce rumors is just too coincidental to ignore. And if Beyoncé is trying to protect herself from any further scandals, she definitely doesn't need someone like Jason Lee stirring the pot. But let's talk about Jay-Z for a second. This man has always had a larger-than-life persona, hip-hop mogul, businessman, and one half of the most powerful couple in music. But there's always been this shadow hanging over him, especially when it comes to some of his past connections. For years, there have been whispers about his ties to people like R. Kelly, who we all know has a controversial past, to say the least. Jay-Z even worked on an album with him back in the day, which definitely raised some eyebrows.
After that major documentary comes out on Diddy, then you're going to start to hear more and more about Jay-Z and his nefarious past.
But that's not all. There are also rumors about Jay-Z's questionable relationships with other women, including Foxy Brown. It's been said that Jay-Z and Foxy had a thing when she was still really young and just starting out in the industry. Nothing's ever been proven, of course, but the fact that these rumors have been around for so long definitely adds fuel to the fire, especially now that Jay-Z's name is being dragged into the same conversations as Diddy's legal mess.
May actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
And speaking of Diddy, let's not forget how deep his relationship with Jay-Z goes. These two were more than just business associates. They were friends. They partied together, worked on projects, and always had each other's backs. But with Diddy now facing serious charges, it looks like the authorities are starting to dig deeper into his connections, and Jay-Z's name keeps coming up. Some sources have even suggested that Diddy might be cooperating with investigators, which could explain why Jay-Z is suddenly so concerned. Is Diddy snitching on his old pal to save himself? It wouldn't be the first time someone in the entertainment industry turned on their friends when things got tough. But it's not just the legal ties that bind Jay-Z and Diddy. Their entire business strategies seem intertwined. For years, both have operated with the mindset of leveraging their influence and empire building in ways that kept them on top of the industry. Whether it was joint ventures, attending exclusive events together, or just showing up for each other in times of need, these two crafted a narrative of mutual support. However, with Diddy now facing these accusations, the optics of their close relationship have changed dramatically, raising questions about how deep Jay-Z's involvement might go. Could their shared history of success now turn into a shared history of scandal?
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
Of course, we can't talk about Beyoncé and Jay-Z without mentioning the infamous elevator incident. You all remember that, right? Back in 2014 when Solange was caught on camera attacking Jay-Z in an elevator while Beyoncé stood by. At the time, people speculated that it had something to do with Jay-Z's cheating, but now looking back, some fans think there might have been more to it. Could Solange have known something about Jay-Z's other dealings that pushed her over the edge? It's hard to say for sure, but the timing of all these events is starting to look a little too convenient. So, what's the endgame here? If Beyoncé really does file for divorce, it's going to be one of the biggest celebrity splits we've seen in a long time. We're talking about a couple who's built an empire together. Thank you for watching DUKU Entertainment. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more exciting content. Your support means the world. See you in the next video.